been a good old while since we did one of these, but we're back. It's Music Reviews episode 5 with Ventura Lake, Daniel Jacks and Heart Attacks. Daniel Jackson Heart Attacks. It's a 4-track EP straight out of Norway. Now let's just jump into the first track. It's called Adults. You can very much hear the influence of Blink-182 here. It's even mentioned in their lyrics, listening to a Blink-182 song. And it's also got a tongue-in-cheek reference to girls taking off their clothes in the woods and that kind of stuff. And I think it's fair to say that I was most looking forward to this song out of all the songs that they'd been teasing on their Instagram page. And I was especially looking forward to all the lead guitar parts, since I'd heard little twiddly bits in the Instagrams and I was especially looking to the lead guitar parts in most of their songs, which they'd also been teasing on Instagram. Now the first song is an absolute banger. It kicks you straight in the teeth as soon as you put it on, and it's obviously very clear to see the Ventura Lake know exactly who their target audience is, the guys who are listening to this kind of music, wanting to look back 10 years on their life, like, what the hell happened? It's like, how did I end up here? How am I an adult right now? After you've finished picking up your melted face off the floor from listening to Adults, we're jumping straight into the second song, which is called Downward. It's a little bit slower paced, but what punk rock album wouldn't be complete without a lyrically themed song? Now, whilst Downward isn't quite up to the caliber that Adults is, it's definitely got its moments. It's got a super catchy sing-along chorus, and when it does get to the bridge, the guitars, they cut back, they leave a lot of room for the bass to really shine through. And once you've finished singing along to Downward in the shower, it's time for the breakup song. Now, pop punk songs and breakups pretty much go hand in hand, so it's fair to say this album would be lacking something if it wasn't for this song. With that said, it is most definitely the weakest song on the album, and when it clocks in at over 4 minutes, it does drag on for quite a while. With that being said, I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm just saying in comparison to the other 3 songs on the EP, it definitely brings a different dynamic to the band's sound. Now, probably the main reason I'm not the biggest fan of this song is because I know exactly what's coming up next. And that is an absolute tune called Popular. Now, you'll have to hear me out on this bit. Imagine the band Ventura Lake, imagine what they look like in your head, and then play the song Popular. Imagine the band with like these huge 80s style hairdos, because that guitar intro part sounded exactly like it came straight out of it. It's definitely fair to say the Ventura Lake opened up with a banger, they closed with a banger. The bit in between kind of sagged a little bit, but you know, who cares? The first and fourth songs absolutely make up for it. Now, to pretty much like wrap things up, conclude everything, I think the biggest thing for me is the fact that like the lead guitar part in pretty much every single song is absolutely killer, especially in the first and fourth songs. But the rhythm guitar very much overpowers it. It's like this tiny little thing in the middle, and then the rhythm guitars are just like surrounding it way too much. They're just way too loud in the mix. They kind of muffle down the vocals and the lead guitar part, which is a real shame because I'd love to hear more of the vocals and the lead guitar. Whilst the EP doesn't score a perfect 10, and who wants numbers on that anyway, it's the band's first release and it's definitely a step in the right direction. I'm definitely looking forward to more from the band, and of course, having talked to the band on Instagram for the last few months, they all seem like a bunch of cool dudes. So if you want to go support them, I'll leave all the links down below in the description to their Instagram, to their Spotify and Apple Music. Feel free to go check them out. It's a great EP. And until next time, we will see you later.